Good afternoon. Good morning, I guess we should say. You're in the midday with Shani Scott on air. And today I am very excited to have this guest on with me. This isn't our first time talking, and I hope that it's not our last time talking. But if you watch Homicide ATL, then you know very well who this person is. The only person that's missing is his partner, Velazquez. And if you watched 48 Hours, then you know who this is as well. Mr. David Quinn is joining us today on the show. Thank you so much for taking the time out of your busy schedule to chop it up with us a little bit about ATL Homicide and the new episodes that you guys have coming on today.
Thanks for having me on. It's my pleasure.
All right. So this is your third season. When you started with season 1, did you think you guys were going to make it to season 3?
Wow. No, I actually didn't. This was so different, but TV1 made it easy. They said, just be yourselves. Mm-hmm. They saw the 2-minute sizzle reel that we shopped around after being turned down by every true crime platform that's out there. I mean, just about everyone didn't want a black and brown brother for whatever the reason. We don't know why. TV1 said, we want you to be yourselves, and we are authentic selves. And we actually narrate this program, which is even greater, for the culture.
Right. Now, you retired from Atlanta Homicide after 30 years. Am I correct?
30 years plus 3. I gave them 3 extra because they gave a brother a check to kind of hang out and get the ship right. It was like, they had me as a contractor just to kind of advise, jump in the interviews whenever guys were falling behind on those murder cases.
So was that like a babysitting job? So like, did you get to sit at home until you got a phone call?
Nah, I kind of like had to be on the cell phone. I had a desk and everything. And, everybody kind of knew I wasn't going to be just sitting there. So they would kind of let me know when they were bringing somebody in. And sometimes I go knock on the doors with them. It's all about what you do in your living room. Your first impressions. And to me, the best impression is with the family of the victim. You got to go in there and love on them within that first 24 hours like you've never loved on anybody you didn't know before. They hold a lot of the keys and the clues to your cases. So I was trying to give these young brothers some swag. They are so rigid when they first come to Homicide because they've been watching TV, even though they were cops. Mm-hmm. They've been watching TV, but you got to find out how it's a holistic work. We call it holistic homicide investigation, me and Vince Velazquez.
Well, how was it for you when you transitioned from, because you were a beat cop? Am I saying that right?
Forever. The first 15 years I was in the PJs and I loved it. I was in the projects, back when they were red bricks and, the green screen door. I was in there at night and I loved it. I made so many great relationships, Shan. I mean, it was, so when I go to the suit and tie from wearing a uniform all those years, everybody remember me. Be at the crime scene, you go out there with the yellow tape, as sad as it was like a family reunion. Quinn, you done came up, because they call me, if you from here, you call me Quinn, even though my name has 1 syllable, Quinn.
My people in the streets say it's Quinn. We country. That's how we say it.
I love it. My father's from Valdosta, so it's all good.
Yeah. So how was that transition from the beat cop? Because if I remember correctly, you did some undercover work too in narcotics.
I did. It's called the Fit Team. It's a place where young officers go to work plain clothes for the first time before you make detective. You're doing it with what they call a silver shield, trying to make the gold. And I did that. I just didn't like narcotics investigation, but I had to cross that path to get where I wanted to go. I always wanted to go to homicide. And so you don't get to pick and choose. I got picked. There was no test for it. Back in those days, now it's a written and an oral examination. In my day, it was just based on, your merit. Like, what'd you do? Like, who knows you in the street? And that's how you made it in this business.
So as a undercover narcotics officer, how scary was that? Like, did you really have to get in there and do drug deals? Did you have to be present for them?
The sentiments with the drug dealers was I was too healthy looking to be wanting to buy crack. So I always be like, I'd be in a rental car or whatever. Like, listen, I got this girl over here. She talking about she gonna do some things for me. I just need like 5, you know what I mean? So I can get her right so we can have a good time tonight. And that was the way I would get into the houses. And, but it's just dangerous work because I worked so long in the street that if I slipped up, somebody was paying attention too much, they're like, wait a minute, that's Quinn. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
that's what I was going to ask.
I didn't like that work because I got made a lot because it's not really about how I look necessarily because I would dress down jeans and, hoodies and whatnot, but it was my voice. I guess from hollering at these 6 kids all these years, it just changed my vocal cords. And it's unmistakable to people, even behind the mask post-pandemic. It's people just recognize it, brother.
Yeah, very distinctive voice. Now, you mentioned you have 6 kids, so naturally you are a good detective. You're excellent detective.
Wow.
6 kids, right?
6 children, beautiful wife. I've been married to her 30 years. Soon after joining the department, I married her. Soon after she joined the department, I married her. And we raised 6 children. We're down to 1 that we're legally responsible for. She just started her junior year in high school today.
Congratulations.
So she rolled out with the mask on. But yeah, it was interrogation interviews at the table every night at dinner. Did you come straight home? I didn't get your algebra exam grades. So that was proving ground for me when it was time to talk to folk. Learning how people lie and the little nuances, the way they carry themselves when they lie to you. So it was interesting.
Right. And we get to see a little bit of that in this season of ATL Homicide. Let's check out this clip and then we'll come back and speak more with David Quinn.
We are following our instincts, our gut at this point.
As me and Ben are cycling through all this information, we're cycling through 16 years of experience in homicide.
The couple.
There's something about the Robinsons that's stinking.
So they lied to Taylor.
Right? That's what I'm thinking.
They're not telling the whole truth. While we don't have any evidence of that, that's our homicide guts telling us. Something's up with Pheasant Drive.
Let's go to Pheasant Drive.
It's time we take the Atlanta flag and plant it deep in Clayton County and work this case like we back in our neighborhood.
A solid piece of evidence will surface.
You seen this vehicle?
It's the thing that keeps you working murder because you gotta make good on your luck.
Mrs. Robinson?
Leading us down a trail of deceit. Cheetahs basically went white as a ghost.
Oh, come on now, Mrs. Robinson.
You lied to us in our faces, and now the truth is about to come out.
I am witnessing the murder that has happened, and I have been in hiding.
So when you get somebody that lies to you like that, how do you respond to them?
Well, see, if you work homicide, everybody lies. We all lie. Some lies are bigger than others. So I always say, if I can get 90% from a human being, I'm where we need to be. And so we don't chastise or not use people because they lie to us. Everybody lies initially, even if it's by accident. The first responding officer will lie to you about what time he got there. Just little minor things like that, which may come back to haunt the case later. So we don't hold people to stringent standards. I just need you to give me your truth the best way you can deliver it so I can take this to trial.
So one more question before we wrap up. When an officer lies to you, when the responding officer that got there lies to you, do you initially know, can you pick up on, what this joker lying to me?
Absolutely. And what you want to do, you don't want to lose that officer. Even if he's old or young, you want to pull him to the side and look, yo, dog, I got you lying. This don't make any sense. You didn't get here when you said you did, because guess what? This person I've been knowing for 25 years over here, you think's just a wino, just told me your ass just rolled up. So it's stuff like that. Being married to the street, like me and Vince Velazquez, the Black and Brown brothers, we had a lot of ears and eyes out there that were always working. It was a beautiful relationship.
All right. Well, tonight, because the season started back in July, right? Your 3rd season.
The second half of the 3rd season just started last Monday. We've got 6 more weeks for y'all of pulse-pounding ATL Homicide episodes that are all true, narrated by yours truly and the great Vince Velazquez.
All right. Now, have you guys already signed for season 4?
No. We're burning candles and incense, praying on that one, hoping it happens.
Oh, well, I'm sure it will happen.
We'll see what's up.
I'm sure it will. And you're more than welcome back to the platform anytime. And you guys, make sure you tune in tonight 9, 8 Central on TV1. It's ATL Homicide with David Quinn and Vince Velazquez. Thank you again for hanging out with us today.
Thank you so much, Shan. I really enjoyed it. Thanks for having me.
You are more than welcome.
I knew something wasn't right.
To solve a murder,
People lie for one reason.
you need the best.
They're hiding something.
Let's see what this brother got to say.
July 26th, the best are back.
It's murder time.
I want to help you. I'm just afraid.
Bam. It's popping around here, baby.
We were ready for it, though.
ATL Homicide.
Yeah, I'll face.
New episodes premiere July 26th on TV1.